Hello and welcome back to Roads to Power. In between episodes, I've been looking at our prestige and I've realised that if we carry on our current path, it's going to take us a really long time to become scholars. Because what we were doing is we were going to towns, we were spending some prestige, getting some new followers, losing prestige while we're travelling, we're losing prestige in events, and basically we're ending up in a situation where we're gaining prestige and then we're spending it again, which is the normal loop that you're meant to do. However, we want to get to becoming a scholar as soon as possible for two reasons. One, we get access to all the new events we haven't seen yet, and two, that monthly lifestyle experience is more valuable the earlier you get it, because the earlier you get it, the more years and more months you have with you at plus 20%. If it takes us 10 years to get this extra 600 prestige that we have here, that's 10 years worth of monthly lifestyle experience that we're just not going to get. So, with that in mind, I think what we need to do is we need to start taking some jobs and just be very conscious about how much we're spending on prestige. And if we spend any prestige, it has to be for a good cause. So, over here, what are we going to do first? Well, let's just see what kind of jobs we got. We got a Protect the Innocent job. I think these are generally okay. Do we get prestige for it? We will get 75 if we do an exceptional job. Let's see. Although, you know what we could do, actually? We could travel to this one, take the job, and then I think we can then take the Escort Emissary quest. Let me try this. Let's try and do this properly. So if I actually travel to this thing, also take these off for now. There we go. Let's see if we can do two quests at once. That might also help us. Okay, so our camp has moved here. I can now take Protect the Innocent. Cool. Yes, and then we're going to choose this one, right? Autofill. We'll let that one fill in. Oh, I also have a request. I should use the request. I could maybe use the request for a contract. Actually, yeah, that could work. Give me a contract. What contract are you offered? Escort Emissary. Fantastic. We got 150 prestige for escorting as well. I'm going to take that contract. Where do you want to go? I want to go to Mangra. So back where we came from. That's not really the direction I wanted to go, but we will travel there. Sure. I guess I'm going to take these. Okay. So as I said, we're going to focus mostly on trying to optimize our prestige and not worry about everything else for now. But we did spend some prestige, I guess, by taking that contract. Okay, let's not worry about that. Or by, I think, asking for that contract. Yeah. See, this is the thing. There's so many things that you spend your prestige on. I completely missed one. Okay. People have joined my scheme. So yeah, we can do this scheme while not being anywhere near it. Fantastic. See, this is how we should be doing things. Okay. Head over here. A wife has fallen pregnant. Okay. On the mountain trail. Where is Tutus? I demand to know, my voice barely escaping my dry mouth. The only response is the faint whistling of the wind. So I say, watch where you step, we must press forward, or Tutus, Tutus, we will save you. This is very dangerous, many will perish. So do we let Tutus die, our champion, or do we say we will save him? I think unfortunately, Tutus, you have to be dead. That's horrible. Okay. Well, I hate that event. Sticks in the wheel. Okay, so this is the one where our wagon gets stuck. So we can say we're going to be late or spend some prestige. We will be late. Okay. Right. We've arrived. I get my prestige for delivering her. Fantastic. Right. And then we get to come back again. Okay, so we at least have gained a little since the start of today. As we travel through Gore, I take in the beautiful view from the mountainside. When I steal my eyes away to focus back on the stony path ahead, I realize we've been surrounded by a group of ruffians. A tall man, presumably the leader, steps out in front of our caravan. Passing through these mountains will cost you. Don't care who you are. Anyone passing through my mountain pays. So we try and talk this through. Chance of gaining prestige. I will not give in so easily. What if I paid you, or is there land? Let's try and talk this through. Aha, I gained 75 prestige. I said I would gain 50. Okay, we must have a multiplier. That's fine. Crimes of passion. Rounding a little cluster of tents as I leave the edge of the proving grounds, I come across a gaggle of followers having dinner around a small hearth. Curiously, both Jian Dao and Rong are among them, neither of whom particularly enjoy one another's company. Before I have time to ponder such a strange quirk of seating, Rong mutters something unaudible, only for a whisper to send Jian Dao into a blind rage. With a flash, a weapon is drawn and blood is about to be spilled. This is Jian Dao and Rong. Okay, well, we're not going to have a duel. That's what our last character would have done. They would have said, let's have a duel. You can try and intervene. You can arrest somebody or let them play this out. I'm going to try and intervene. We put a halt to it. Fantastic. Our diplomacy is already working. Familial reflection. I remember the day when my first child, Dukak, a beautiful boy, was born to my wife, Lei, my amicable son. I don't know if we needed this last section. What was this? She amicable? And yeah, I think this is meant to be talking about my wife, maybe? Anyway. Memories like these bring me comfort. No matter what happens, I know that my family is there for me and that house Kamalid stands strong. In my love, God trust me, I whisper under my breath. So that is our house motto. I should probably look at these, actually, if we're going to be switching character. So I can treasure the thought, or I can give him a reward. I will treasure the thought. Wonderful. Okay. So we're still doing this mission, but we can take another one. Why don't we do this one for Prince Ting? Okay. Well, let's see where you want to go. Let's go to Balgun. Balgun. It is quite a bit to the north, but that could be okay. Still not quite where I was aiming to go, but it could be okay. And there's another thing up there. My camp shall travel. Yeah, this is quite 99% chance of danger. This is quite dangerous. Okay. Let's maybe get rid of the Arid Explorers pack. We might have to actually pay for mercenary guards here. Yeah, we're still not looking good. That's only a 79% chance of danger, but well, we'll take it. I mean, that's why he's hiring people to transport him, right? We've got Captain Shun with us temporarily. Wonderful. Right, to the north we go. We've discovered the barracks innovation. That's our culture. We don't really get to do anything about it. Does barracks do anything for us? Nope. Tribal era military buildings. Otherwise known as not related to us in the slightest. Urtu Bulak is a strange land Urtu Bulak is a land of strange and obscure custom to me. The practices of the Manchean faith are strange and unimaginably different to Almohadism, and nowhere is that more apparent than in their attitude towards the practice of magic. Right in the middle of town there is a man chanting incantations and offering blessings as if he were an imam. It's strange to me, but the people appear positively jubilant to be in his presence. So, they must be made to understand that sorcery is a sin. 2% chance that he converts and joins us. It's none of my concern. Or sorcery, he will repent or he will burn. Let's convince him. I lost the debate. Parched. It's been days since the last time the camp was able to find steady water. Food. Food a man can do without for a time. A rumbling stomach can take weeks to kill you. Without water, though, with nowhere in sight to replenish stores on the way running low, thirst threatens a far more rapid extinction. I can try and find water, or I can pray that we'll find water. Well, unfortunately, we're so bad at finding things that praying is actually the better, praying is actually the better outcome. Water presents itself eventually. We prayed and there was water. Alright, well, that was surprising. Flawed fare. We've got some food, which is moldy. We can say, okay, nature will provide, or the locals around here must have something. But nature will, there's a 3% chance we die. We don't need provisions that much. I'll just say it's a bit of mold. Okay, that was fine. Sickness in the herd. There's no two ways about it, whether from weather, terrain, overloading, or simple bad luck. Some malady has gotten into the camp's pack animals. They moan, they bray, they walk, but it's all growing slower and more sluggish by the hour, never mind the day. Some of the horses have clear fevers, and one of the older mules looks ready to die, a dire threat if it spreads any further. You can try and treat them, you can redistribute our gear, or pray. Well, actually, what's worrying here is that praying is maybe our better plan, although praying gives you a chance of the wildly sickened herd. Yeah, I don't know. So what's this? So this is 10% chance of nothing, 30% chance of partial, 40% chance of what you get all the other times. So that's 80% chance that it'll be the same as the bad result here. So 80% here as well. Okay. Oh, sorry, it's 40% chance it'll be that. 40% chance it'll be better. 20% chance it'll be worse. Okay. So obviously this is the wrong one. There is an argument for this one though. All it does is make you move slower, which isn't the end of the world. I might say we'll try and treat them. Let's do that. I spent 75 prestige. Ah, dear. Fortified knowledge. The soldiers in the valley below appear to be practicing some rare type of training technique I haven't seen before. I move in closer, failing to restrain my curiosity. While I'm doing so, I'm approached by the local captain, Asep. Would you like to join in, my lord? I can say yes. My court physician would like to train, or we're in a hurry. I'll train. Let's see what we get. Rough terrain expert. Wonderful. A quarrelsome lot. As we trek through Borgasu, our caravan is stopped at a clearing bordered by leafy bushes. I proceed towards the commotion only to find Zhan Dao and Rong having an irate row. And that is how I managed to get out of such a desperate situation when I visited Borgasu before. This actually reminds me of another story. Not another word, Zhan Dao, Rong interjects. So we can try and make them friends again, or we haven't the time for your petty squabbling. There's a chance that they both leave. Well, we're going to have to try. We did it! We gained prestige and we became an entourage mediator. Fantastic. Okay. We're not doing too badly here. Oh! And now we have two more children. We have Eunice and Serap. Okay. Cool. Okay, so we now have 3 children. Definitely a much bigger family than we had before. We are being stalked by eyes in the night. So this is the one where you get the monster, where it's dangerous to fight it depending on what it is. Also, Zhan Dao has just gained Zhan Dao the Bearded. Did he have that bigger beard a second ago, or did he just grow it and then give himself the nickname? Anyway, let's not worry about that. So we're not going to try and kill this thing because we don't want to die yet. We can take the 25% chance we get it, or 50% chance. So this is 25% chance we kill it. Okay. Or 50% chance that we gain some prestige. Either way, the negative is someone dies. So is Eunice dying, or is Rong Cal dying? I think we have to try and save our son. Well, turns out it was Serap who died. Your daughter Serap was dragged away, torn apart, and presumably eaten by some mysterious nighttime monster. I had many hopes for you, my sweetest child. All the things you would learn, experience, and do. There were so many possibilities, a whole life to live. Maybe you would have had children of your own one day, but now, none of those things will ever come to be. I can't feel too bad. I tried to do the right thing, and yet I was still punished. Also, can I just check? Wrong survived. So when it tells you who it's going to kill, what it means is, that's a lie. Okay, understand. Well, this is that was an eventful trip. We've now arrived in Balkan. This is also a very deadly area of the world to be in due to the amount of hills and the wars that are happening currently. What's this? Hire as mercenaries. You would like to hire me as a mercenary. Who are you? Okay. Who are you against? You are against these guys. So you are on the side that's likely to win. Okay. I mean, we could say yes, I guess. We will get prestige for contributing. I guess I'm going to say yes. Okay. Yeah, let's raise an army and let's go contribute. Okay. I mean, they asked nicely, so... yeah, we want to head up towards their army, I guess. Oh, wait, no, we want to head in here to Texel. Yeah, and let's see how this goes. Ruin rambling. Do we want to try and steal things from ruins? No, we want provisions this time, because we need provisions, because we're low. Lost in thought. My son and heir, Dukak, is an unusually calm child. When the others play the wild games, Dukak often withdraws to some silent corner. He does not speak a lot, but I can tell he is always thinking about something. He is pensive. Okay. He also gained a bunch... well, it said he gained a bunch of stats, but... did he? Oh yeah, there we go. He did gain a bunch of learning. And he gained learning because of Groom to Rule. Which gives 1 to 3 extra points. Wonderful. Okay. Heading north towards their capital. Diplomacy lifestyle perk. Bound by blood. Be able to use the Rescue House member Casus Belli and the Unify House Casus Belli. Doesn't seem that good. A Sound Foundation's good. I like each living child gives you a skill point. Yeah, let's keep moving down here. I think that one doesn't give us very much, but the next one will. Also, do we have a steadfast camp? Mostly, I need to sway this guy. That's fine. Right. Studious scheming. Tatani is certainly an asset to my contract, providing skill, wisdom, and guidance as best she can at every turn. Most recently, that's meant offering to help tutor me in an effort to improve our overall chances. The offer is tempting, if presumptuous. The chance my prowess can increase off of this? Yeah, okay. It was a waste of time. Of course it was. Okay. And now... aches and pains. I find myself making such noises when sitting down at a campfire in the evening now. Elders always talk about how that's happening when you get older, but I'm only 23. No, such is the wear and tear of a life lived rough. I can see the toll it takes on the others too. Jian Dao winces a bit as he slumps down next to me. You get rested and refreshed for 5 years, along with every follower. Our poor back demands more luxurious furnishings, so we can spend 175 to upgrade our pavilion to the next rank, or we must soldier on. Oh, I'll upgrade my pavilion building for free. Well, not free, for 178. Yeah, I'll definitely take the upgrade. Gives you more men at arms and hostile scheme stuff. I assume it does different things if you aren't a what's it called? Swords for hire one, but yeah, that's cool. I'm sieging here. Are you gonna help me, or are you gonna? These guys are not gonna help me, right? They're gonna ditch me here. Okay, let's just do some calculations. So we're in hills. They'll get defending. They have basically no men at arms, so they have 100 men at arms. Now that is a positive. They have 5 of these guys, however, and they're pretty good. We have 1 champion who isn't. However, we do have almost exclusively men at arms, which counter skirmishers. And wait, you don't have skirmishers though. Unlike usual, you have like horsemen. Like horsemen, we'd be neutral. So we'd be neutral on both. I think we might win though, because we have men at arms. I just naturally think that we're probably going to win, because these men at arms are really good. I don't know. We'll see. These guys might join us. It thinks we're going to get destroyed. Are our men at arms bad in hills? Is that the thing I forgot to calculate? Yep. In hills they are worse. However, that's not the end of the world. That's only -5. These guys aren't even bad in hills. The game says we're going to get slaughtered, and usually it's right. What's your commander like? Maybe that's the difference. Commanded by ruler. Okay. So we have this guy. So this guy... do we know how much he's going to have? I think he's going to have like 24 advantage, and we're going to have 3. Wait, what is our advantage? No, we'd have 8, right? Yeah, we'd have 8. So you'd have 24 and we'd have 8. So the men at arms is the biggest difference. Now, here's the other thing. Yeah, okay, we don't have a choice in the matter. Alright, we'll take the fight. Maybe these guys join us. I mean, they are only 2 provinces away. I don't think this is going to be as bad as it could be. He actually thinks we are a little ahead. So these guys are bad because we're fighting in bad terrain. But actually, I forgot. They have light cav as well. And they're also taking a negative. Champions are equal. They have 34 in terms of that. They do have friendly fatal casualties down, but we get a bonus in hills, so we should get an extra +4 actually, shouldn't we? When we look at this, our advantage is 12. Their advantage is 56. So if advantage is going to be the difference here, then we should get destroyed. Let's see. They got a good roll. These guys are joining, but they're too slow. Oh, they wiped our entire army. Oh. Well, that's not ideal. I mean, at least we contributed. I guess I will refill my men-at-arms with gold. Yeah. Then I'll re-raise our men-at-arms. We're back and ready to go again. Family that stays together. It's a little odd for my mother, Tani, and I to be brought together so over this contract to protect the innocent. So there's a joy to be found in a common task and working together towards a goal. Frustration shared or lessened, triumphs multiplied, and there's always something to talk about. I'm glad to have brought her on this endeavor. Fantastic, she likes us. We get 2 advantages, and we actually had enough to already finish it, so I'm going to execute the scheme. Seize the moment. We gained 1,000 provisions, some prestige, and we got some money. It was an exceptional success. Wonderful. That went very well then. Why is it taking so... It's going to take them 3 months to gather? Really? Oh, okay. Well, whatever. Corridors of Power. This is the one where the guy's like, what do you need for me to get a hook on you? What I need is some provisions, please. Thank you. Okay, they're going to attack this army, or... Oh, they're backing off now. Why don't you siege his capital? Have you considered sieging the capital? Aren't you going to take attrition? No? Okay, I'm going to head over this way. Oh, you're going to stop their siege opposed to sieging the capital. I see. We're just going to do this loop, aren't we? You're just going to keep walking around the loop. I understand. What if I head here? So they're off into the distance. Why don't we siege this one? 8 months left in the siege. Okay, they're going to siege the capital. We might get attacked again. But they wouldn't be defending in hills this time, which would be a positive. Okay. We need to break our siege if these guys try and break their siege, but I think we should be okay. Yeah, I think we're fine. And we've taken it. Nice. I think it's a little bit more war score. That's the war target. Let's wait a second or two. Because that might be 100% after this. Yeah. Did they capture someone? No. But if we lose that... Yeah, actually, we will lose the war at that point. But there we go. Yeah, they just needed to peace out. Gained some prestige for contributing. We also gained some other stuff. You fought well in my wars. However, at this moment, I can only give you as much as I have myself. Oh. Well, it is a little bit stingy, but thank you for the money. That's fine. Okay, we have a little bit of money. We still need a little bit more prestige. That's okay. Let's try and find some more stuff. We did. Great. We'll briefly visit the castle. Actually... Oh yeah, I guess we could hear a story or two. Get this one. We get exotic learning for 3 months. We get some more learning. See who's up for recruitment. We have Dillick. We have Epekel. And we have Kozel. I think I might recruit her. Yeah, I'm going to recruit her if I can. Do I have enough money? Nope. Alright, never mind. Turns out I need more money. Do we have any other jobs here? We have a stewardship job, but we're still not quite... Well, I guess we could take it. And it is something that we're going to have to do. We're just not very good at it currently. So we have to travel to a Baron's holding and complete a challenge. Okay. Let's do it then. Sure. We can also travel with our camp if we wanted to. Let's travel down here. It's desert, so we want to get rid of the Pathfinder gear and get the Arid Explorers pack. Why is the Arid Explorer... Is that helping? It is. It's just like, it's dangerous no matter what. Alright. See if there's anything else we could get that would help us. I don't think so. Well, let's go. Yep. We've hired our mercenary captain, who will hopefully help us on this trip. And now we will head south. Mountains out of molehills. The road has gotten incredibly hilly in the last few hours, and everyone is beginning to weary. After a while longer, with no end of the hills in sight, one of my traveling companions, Tatani, approaches me and says, "My lord, our mounts cannot carry on like this for much longer. The poor animals need a break or feel they'll collapse. We must stop to rest." She knows full well this will delay our journey to Cheshi. We can rest, that's fine. If our mother wants to rest for 10 days, we can rest for 10 days. Bitten by frost. It's been snowing for the past few days, and the cold is unbearable. I look around and see that my entourage is struggling with it as well, so I decide to travel on foot alongside them. After we walk through the snowstorm for another hour, Rong pulls me aside. While shaking, he yelps, "Please, my liege, I cannot feel my finger anymore." He tries to make a fist, but the pain is too strong. His finger is swollen and turned into all shades of blue and black. We can get Jandal to try and treat it. Okay. I read about a treatment once, so we must keep moving. So 78% chance we get mild frostbite here. 21% chance you get severe frostbite. So this is 60% if we do it. And we keep on moving as a 50-50. Well, Jiandao, can you do it? Treatment is successfully lost mild frostbite. Well, that's good. Oh, didn't it say if you lost it, you were going to get... No, okay, that's fine. I thought it said that lost was going to make it severe, but maybe I misread it. That's okay. Anyway, I'll take the contract that we've got here. Gets us some prestige, whether we just succeed or exceptional. Okay. The underlying problem in Cheshi is quite apparent even from the outside, or even from outside the rotting gates. Its walls are in a terrible state. The main problem seems to be not recognizing this, but figuring out who here is actually going to pay to restore them. An expensive proposition that everyone agrees is necessary, but also someone else's problem. Mayor Niagrotti is at pains to let us know that our coin depends on calming the situation quickly and quietly. And say, I can resolve this, you just need some strong backs. I lack a suitable officer to delegate, or I can solve anything if I put my mind to it. So if we choose the bottom option, we get some money, we get some prestige, and he's added to our roll of patrons. We gain some stress. The walls are strengthened. This one, we can do because our prowess is high enough. We can do the same thing without the stress, or we can try and resolve it here. I'm just going to do the same thing without the stress. We just need some strong backs. Sure. Shamed and roused into action by my example, and with the aid of a few followers from the polecat of the Hauberg, the good people of Cheshi, and I go to work repairing their defenses. Thankfully, the walls look substantially worse than they actually are. Substantial good progress is made, and at the cost of only a few days of labor, easily compensated for by a small due. The mayor is happy enough with our solution, gladly handing over his coin. Wonderful. Well, that seemed to work for us here. We don't want to look for contracts, because if we look for contracts, then that is going to cost us prestige. What we want to do is we want to get back to traveling again. So let's travel over here. I'm just going to pick a place. No, it actually looks like it would be safer to go north, maybe to this tribe. Let's maybe go up here then. That looks relatively safe. Yeah, comparative to what we've been doing. New mercenary captain hired. This guy was not swayed. He also does not like me very much. Well-oiled machine. Lai and Tatani, who've generally gotten along in the past, seem to be especially bonding tonight as they aid one another. A place for everything and everything in its place. Okay, cool. We'll let them like each other. That's our mother and our wife. What could go wrong? A lowly delicacy. I'm not going to spend prestige eating this food, so I'm going to say I'm going to eat this garbage. I'm going to just accept that the thing was moldy. We're getting there. Right. We also need to repair our heir's foot if we want it. Do we want our heir's foot? No, I'll let it just degrade. Our camp is moved. Any jobs? Oh yeah, there are jobs back where we came from. Rescue a fair subject. Sure. Oh, right, yes. Reminded me. One of the reasons why I recruited... Oh, I didn't recruit that person. I was going to say, one of the reasons I was going to recruit that person in the previous town was I was going to marry in our court together, or our followers together, but we never actually recruited her, which explains why I never did it. I just remembered that there's a chance to get a new person into your followers list via this as well, and I was like, oh, we could do that, and then, yeah, you can see where the brain made the connections. However, it didn't work out that we couldn't do that. I'll take the danger on this one. I think that's fine. Right. Rescue a fair subject. We're going to go for high chance of success because we need to. Although, actually, if I take you out, are we still at 100? So I'm going to take both of you out for a second. Okay, we're at 99 there, so I probably didn't need to do that. You can go in, and then you're better at this. Okay, now we're at 100. That saves us 4 days per phase. Okay. And now we chill. Wait for this to tick up. It's going to take a while for that to get to 100%, but when it does, we'll have the prestige that we need to achieve what we wanted to achieve at the start of the episode. Rong has managed to find himself a dog. Okay. We can now take sound foundations. Each living child will give us 1 random skill point. So we're 11, 3, 9, 1, 10. We are now at 13. So we got 2 points of diplomacy for that. It's not bad. Okay. Neat. Our diplomacy is actually looking okay. It's starting to get into actually quite good territory. It's tough to describe what's so appealingly intimate about the low buzz of a camp settling in for the evening. So we can retire to our tent and listen. Get domicile movement speed. Get 3 martial. I think we're going to retire to my own tent and listen. Because that means we can now become scholars. Let's wait till the end of our contract, then become scholars. I was just thinking, I wonder what it does if you're in a contract already and then decided I didn't want to find out. Eunice here, the living twin, has ended up with an extra 3 intrigue. His intrigue is, you know, getting up there. This son's going to need an educator soon. Okay. Cool. Adventurer landed. Okay. Satrap Dub Rawa has been landed. Okay. It's interesting. So she's got a whole duchy over here. Wow. Also, while we're at it, how's our former person doing? Where are they currently? Oh, so they've went into well, I was going to say Central Africa, but realistically it's they've went inland into Africa a little bit. Okay. And then our former granddaughter over here is married. Cool. Anyway, let's do a check-in while we saw another adventurer doing things, see what's happening in the world. Artifacts of low durability. Do we want to fix this coin? The coin doesn't matter much either, right? Yeah, not really. Yeah, we can't get money for them, so I guess we just let it slowly die. That's fine. Our son has learned Tibetan, and he is also 6 years old and needs an educator. You know what? We will educate our son. Yes. We're going to educate him. It's going to go very well. I don't know if it's going to work at all. I don't think we're the best educator for anyone. But we don't really have anyone who's fantastic in our court. So maybe at least we can influence him. They say children react more than anyone else to the places they find themselves. It's fortunate for my son, Dukak, that he finds himself in the company of the most hardy champions, vicious sellswords, and dogged soldiers that I've been able to gather. A fine environment for a young boy to grow up in, and one where he seems determined to take its many lessons to heart. So we can try and get one of these. We can try and give him some diplomacy due to my charismatic negotiator trait, or I can say, stop that boy. I mean, yeah, this is pretty good. Like, these are all good traits. But I'm going to try and give him diplomacy, because that fits what we're about to do. We're going to try and go down a new path. He actually managed to lower his diplomacy. We are an awful teacher. Anyway, one more. And we've done it. Right. Execute scheme. Seize the moment. Now, do we want to try and recruit this person? Obviously, I mean, they're beautiful. We will try and recruit them. They were insulted. Also, I realized that we should marry them. We shouldn't have our followers marry them. We still have 3 secondary spouse slots left. And our level of faith went up, which gives us same faith opinion, +3, which will be useful in very, very specific circumstances because our faith has basically no followers. Again, we got some moldy food. We'll take the hit. And we've arrived back here. Now, it is time to switch our camp over to something else. We are going to become scholars. A book kept in one's library is restless. An idea held only in one's mind is wasted. Let's go. Change purpose. Oh. We immediately just changed outfit. Okay. Does our camp look any different? Not really. Looks pretty much the same to me. But we are now part of the Polecat of the Hauberk Adventurer Realms Scholars. Okay. So, immediately we're getting that advantage. Has anything else changed? Like, is this the same? This is the same. This is the same. And this is the same. Okay, so all of this is the same currently. What bonuses do we get? So, unlocks the reference corpus in the barber's tent. There's a disease resistance, makes learning schemes quicker. Okay, and you get more monthly learning lifestyle experience. Gain gold from your battle victories in battles that end in the county of your camp. Gain gold from your battle victories in any battles that end in the county of your camp. Okay, so I guess the idea is that if it's in your camp, even if you lose, you can, well, from the sounds of it, gather stuff from bodies. You get siege engines, which are the baggage trains. You get loyal scribes, which is learning contract rewards up, and learning per level of fame, which is going to be good. Okay, so you need we have that. We have a baggage train, so we can maybe look at that. Holy Order higher cost down, domicile piety up, monthly learning lifestyle experience up. So that is from the baggage train. Roaring Campfire gives you prestige per court position. Per court position? It must mean that per officer position, surely. But anyway, let's not worry about that. And then learning scheme phase goes down. The martial study. Night effectiveness per learning skill. Maximum battle roll. So we still get quite a lot of stuff that's yeah, we get quite a lot of stuff that is related to like martial, even by going down scholars. Like, a lot of this is related to how good you are at fighting. This one's interesting though, because it says it gives you monthly martial lifestyle experience +1 and learning lifestyle experience +1. Now that's not a percentage. That's why I'm intrigued, because if you look at this, right, our monthly gain is 40. It's because our base is 25, and then we get the multipliers, right? You look in here, We gain no lifestyle experience as you have not chosen a focus within this lifestyle. But the focus... Just seeing. Yeah. The focus just allows you to gain the experience per month. If you're gaining that 1, does that 1 then allow you to have multipliers and allow this to slowly tick up? That's interesting. I'm wondering whether this allows you to basically slowly tick up these without actually taking it as your focus. Huh. Well, we have proving grounds, right? We do. However, we have horse archers there currently. We need money as well to do a lot of this stuff. Baggage train? We have enough money to do baggage train things, right? As it was saying. Well, we don't have enough actually. We have enough for expert negotiators, but we can't afford that. Okay, so no, we don't actually have enough here. Okay. Interesting. Well, I think I want to get martial study first, because I want to test that. And then the rest of it we can figure out. But yeah, having pivoted, you should now be gaining quite a lot of experience per month. Okay. We also probably at some point want to try and go to university. The reason why we want to go to university is because it could up our education trait a little bit. And, well, that would give us even more monthly lifestyle experience. So, yeah. We also maybe want to switch to learning at some point, because there are a lot of things that boost your learning experience. I want to do that now so we can get your wards gain additional skills, so we can get that for our son. What would that do for us, though? We'd lose the general opinion, lose the travel speed, but we gain travel safety. Okay, let's switch over to this here, and then let's try and get ourselves rewards contain additional skills, because I think that will be very useful for us. Okay, cool. Let's go to the castle holding. Let's see if there's anything new here. So we'll mingle with the locals at the tavern. We'll hear the story. We can potentially start getting more wit here if we wanted to. How do you tell stories so well, lose stress, or we could potentially gain some martial stuff. That's a lot of martial we would gain if we get the lowest option here. You know what, let's take it. I got martial lifestyle experience. That's okay. And now there is a minx by the counter, apparently. This is the minx by the counter, by the way, the infirm person who, yeah, is giving us the side eye. But anyway. I am intently observing the minx sitting herself down at a nearby table. Tavern owner called her Poduoluo, didn't he? She looks puzzled as I approach her, possibly because my internal turmoil is clear as day on my face. Why would this bother me? I am Master Kemmel of the Polecats of the Hauberg, damn it. Okay, we can spend 13 gold to recruit her. Do you have a map? I just got lost in your eyes. Take it somewhere comfier or on second thoughts. Let's try the I got lost in your eyes line. She was charmed. Oh, you know what? She's so charmed that we are going to marry her. Fantastic. We shall marry this minx that we found at the tavern. Wonderful. Right. And then we're going to go to the town crier and say, do you have any contracts for us? A treasure hunt? Sure, we could do a treasure hunt contract. Right. Let's take it. Astley walks up to me and pats my shoulder. Such a good lad. I truly appreciate your aid in this one final excursion. She hands over a tattered treasure map, the wrinkles around her eyes softening as she smiles. It may not look like much, but I wrestled with Erlich himself to obtain this. Treat it with care. Pausing for a moment to let the words sink in, the old woman cackles. Whenever you're ready, we've a treasure to dig up. Okay. She joins our camp temporarily. And we can now travel. Let's go. Let's travel with our camp for now. Well, that is firmly in the wrong direction, lady. I don't know if you noticed. This is the way I said I wanted to go over here. And you've taken me back over this way. But anyway, we've taken the job now. Let's grab ourselves... I'm not going to keep spending 22 on mercenaries every time. So we'll grab ourselves those and we'll go. If we run out of provisions, we'll need to take a job, I guess. Right. Learning from example. Dukak is around that age where a child absorbs everything and anything around him like a sponge soaking up water. Though present circumstances prevent me from giving him the finest of educations, the young lad seems no less eager to learn for it. Instead of the tutors and books that someone of more fixed wealth might feel entitled to, he roams the camp, shadowing my officers and eagerly assisting them in their duties. A little nudge towards someone specific would likely do wonders for focusing his efforts. We'll push him towards his mother, which will get diplomacy and martial for him. Cool. Okay. Parched. Alright, I'm going to pray for water. There was no water. Well, that is not good. Not a drop. Our journey to Semni has unfortunately brought us directly through the wastelands of Baloo. We are not prepared to undertake this long stretch without a single source of water, and many of my companions began to look as awful as dried turnips. Need to do something, and fast. We will give a speech that basically says we do not need water. It worked. Fantastic. Continue traveling. This is fine. This is the one where someone becomes ill. However, we can just choose the option that says they are not ill, which is very easy. At the edge of camp. My path back from a cluster of porter tents takes me close to the camp's edge, where the shouts and screams of children at play draw my attention. My son Dukak is leading several others in rolling fiercely end over end down a grassy hill. Doesn't appear to be much skill involved, but the children are competing over who can go the fastest all the same. After a moment, Dukak catches sight of me. The boy beams in my direction, clearly hovering between taking his playmates back towards camp or pushing out a little further into the wilds. Say stay within sight. Every playing child can get bonuses. Go on, explore, or children excited for the simplest things. We'll tell them to stay within sight. Okay. Right. Oh, also I just realized we got the map, right? What does it do? Oh, nothing. Okay, cool. Fruit. I'm gonna eat it. I gained unknown plant sickness. Alright, well this isn't gonna do wonders for my health. But okay. Our provisions are pretty low. We might stop around here, actually. Yeah. Let's maybe stop in the next one. Cutting rations. I'm going to say have some money to stop complaining about rations. And I'm going to abort my travel here. See what kind of stuff we've got. We do have some jobs. Like this regale court job. Speak of Zazia and worldly affairs and no reward. All with tales to tell are cordially invited to enjoy the hospitality of the Countess of Gozhao. Or Gozhao? Something like that. Yeah, let's go. Doesn't pay very much, or nothing, but it'll give us some provisions, which will be good. It's not uncommon for settled rulers like Chang to pay host to notable travelers like myself. For a few gifts and decent lodgings, scholars such as ours provide entertainment, intelligence, and suitable distraction for her many courtiers. Of course, that's if my followers and I can earn our keep with our tales. Okay. We will take a 3-2 here. Also invite. Arguing the toss. Have opinions, will argue. A simple truism for any gathering of more than two people of a scholarly bent, and there's decidedly more than two such people in the polecats of the Hauberg. This fine evening, there were two overlapping and rather loud discussions going on, one of them rhetoric and fine politics with Astley, and one of them history and philosophical wisdom with Wrong. We can debate with her, and debate with Wrong, or nod along with the talk. I am going to debate Wrong, because Wrong is a permanent person in our group, and I would like him to make our camp, more steadfast. Let's see. Also, is our camp steadfast, right? It's still placated. Okay. That's okay. And we didn't win the argument, but we didn't think that we would. 88's our max here, and it's 88 days till the next phase. Our days per phase is 99. Wow. Okay. A thought. An interesting thought here. If I optimize for speed, right? To increase our number of advantages. I could then re-change things around so that we're gaining more success after we gain more advantages early. Potentially, yes. I mean, it can't go above this number, right? But it could go up to the highest number it can get to quicker. Hear me out. He's going to become stressed every time I assign him? Really? Huh. See, I'm thinking if I do this, right? And then fill in these positions. Seeing who we have available. So you are the best one there. Then you. Then you, probably. That'll let us get to this percentage in 6 less days per phase. And then if we still don't think we have enough by the time we get there, we can always rearrange things to put better people in these positions. Although, would it then lower you down? If I unassign someone, would it then lower down? It probably would. Anyway, I think this will get us to 89%. Yeah. I don't know if that's better, though. I don't know if that is better. Because we're, what, 88% with an X? Let's auto-invite again to see where that goes. Let's unassign. I know this is going to make these guys unhappy. Let's unassign, and let's just see what it looks like if I auto-invite again. So it's 88% with 99 days per phase. I think there is a world in what I'm talking about would work, like going for speed could potentially work in certain circumstances. I don't think this is the circumstance because our speed is not very quick. Okay. Cool. Well, guess we're just going to have to sit and wait on this one, although we could always travel and do the other contract at the same time, I've just realized. Yeah, potentially. Huh. And we've been invited to join a hunt. Well, I think I will. Where is this? It's here. Awesome. Well, I think I'll accept that invite next time. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.